Hello everyone, in this video we're going to look at the issuance of stock for non-monetary items like buildings or land or something like that. Now in the first situation, what if we know the fair value of the stock, but we don't really know or we're not really sure about the fair value of the asset. So Dunn Corporation issues 200 shares of $5 per common stock for a patent. So they're acquiring a patent by issuing the stock. The market price is currently $22. So if we multiply $22, we get 4,400, and you might multiply $5 per times 200 is $1,000. So that means the difference is going to be reported as additional paid-in capitals. So the question is, what is the value of the patent? Because we have the information about the fair value of the stock, that's what we are going to use. So the patent is going to be reported at the market price of those 200 shares, okay, 4,400. And then by issuing the common stock, we of course put common stock on credit based on the par value. Okay, and then the additional paid-in capital is put on credit for the difference. Okay, so if we don't know the value of the asset, but we do know the fair value of the stock, we're going to assume the value of the asset that we get is the fair value of the stock. Now, what if the opposite happens? We know the fair value of the asset, so what are we going to use? So Omaha Corporation issues 500 share of $8 per common stock that is not widely traded. So if the stock is not widely traded, the price doesn't really reflect the fair value of the stock. Now they're issuing 500 shares. They know the par value is $8 for an acre of land. On the other hand, there is a fair value of the land, which is $30,000 from an independent appraiser. Okay, so we are going to get a land, and we are going to use the fair value of the land appraised by that independent appraiser, $30,000. So we issue 500 shares. The par value is 8. So total par value is $4,000. The land itself is $30,000. So the difference, $26,000, is the extra, the additional paid-in capital. So we credit our common stock for the par value, $4,000, and the difference is additional paid-in capital, paid-in capital from common stock. I forgot to write on that one. Just to identify where this additional paid-in capital is from. Okay, so that additional paid-in capital is $26,000. So that's how we prepare the journal entry and the recording of the patent and land or other asset when we issue common stock. And if we know the fair value of the stock, we use that. And if we know the fair value of the asset, we can use that too. Thank you for watching.